Hi, Virgo. This is Moonpie Tarot. So we're going to take a look at your love reading for the year 2021, January through December 2021 for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And so I've already placed the cards out, starting with January, going all the way to December, the end of this year. And I will post some clarifiers. Please do hit the like and subscribe button if you are enjoying this video and you would like to be updated. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And do follow me on Instagram if you are a peruser. The handle is @Moonpie Tarot. All right, Virgo. So I've already got your cards out. I'm going to pull a couple of cards to start the reading just to get the overall energy for the year of 2021. Happy New Year. I hope that this is a better year for everybody. Okay, special messages for Virgo starting off for 2021. What does Virgo need to know? What are the messages for Virgo? Okay, Virgo, love begins. Very beautiful. This is the Ace of Cups. So there are new starts in love happening for many of you and many of you non-believers. It's happening. So this is a very good sign. Let's take a look here. You may have already met someone, or you are currently dealing with someone, or there may be somebody new coming in. For my Virgos, let's see what else do they need to know here. These cards are really jumpy. Patience and planning. All right, Virgo. So this definitely feels like with this new love beginning here, you are going to need a lot of patience to plan something here. This could be marriage, commitment. The Ace of Cups does represent new emotional beginnings in your life. So anything going on that would have a huge emotional effect on you. Births, planning for marriage, planning to have children, trying to come together with someone. There is a lot of planning that is going to be happening in 2021. And I feel like it's going to require a lot of patience and not getting upset or derailed by any setbacks you may be feeling. Okay. All right. And that's why there could be some type of an emotional loss that happens for you this year. It doesn't have to be love. It could be anything that has an effect on you. For some of you, this is about giving something up to have something new, okay, for some. And you also have, emotional withdrawal. And I feel like these two go together, all right? So you do have a new beginning in love happening here. And like I said, you will need to be patient with these planning stages. The emotional loss and the withdrawal may be something that you will need to be patient with yourself about. If you're leaving one relationship, going into another, it just feels mostly letting something go to have something new and being patient with that new beginning and that new start in your life. Let's get one more card. Yeah, for some of you, this could be about moving on. Okay, moving on from 2020 or moving on from an expectation or something that you were hoping for last year and starting over with something new. All right, let's get a couple more cards here from the fortune cookie deck. Let's see what else you would need to know before we begin your reading. Okay. Communication. A reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. So definitely a reunion happening here for some of you. Perseverance. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up, Virgo. And you have declutter. Declutter your life. Let go of correspondence. objects and people you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. I feel like a lot of that is playing out for you guys this year. Out with the old, in with the new. And for some of you, there is a reunion with someone, perhaps from your past. And friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. Okay. And I will pull a couple of cards from the Gypsy Oracle deck to see what your messages are here also for 2021. What else does Virgo need to know? These spirits show us some messages for Virgo. What do they need to know? Okay. Conversation. Oh yeah, there's a big conversation that's going to be happening this year for you. Huge. It's going to have a huge effect on you. This is a conversation that may have needed to be had for quite some time with someone or some people. Somebody has not been saying something. Maybe you need to initiate a conversation with someone, or someone will initiate one with you. Very important conversation. Okay, we have cheerfulness. So this is an energy of celebration of some sort. This again could be a reunion. That's the Three of Cups. So some type of event or party, or a cheerful time, happy hour kind of thing, spending time with someone or some people who make you very happy, community type of support. But it feels more like a celebration will be happening where it will bring much joy and cheer in 2021 for you. You also have young woman. Okay, that may be you, or you could have a young woman that will be quite significant to you or for you in this year, 2021. So you'll see that person coming into your life this year who will have a huge impact. It could also be you feeling youthful, feeling like a young woman if you're female. And you also have, a gift. Virgo, there's a gift coming for you this year. Now, I know, of course, in September is your birthday, and for some at the end of August. So a gift from someone that I'm feeling, didn't think or feel like you would ever receive. This is a very symbolic gift for you. All right, Virgo. So with that being said, let's get started with your reading. We're going to take a look at January. So January, there's some kind of communication coming through from someone. You have the Page of Pentacles here. This also may be communication about a gift, somebody giving you something, communication about some type of an offer coming through for you. This is an opportunity. There's a concept, there's ideas. So there's like talking and planning that's happening in January. Talking about plans for the future is what I hear, either you or someone that you are connected with. Okay. So I feel like a lot of January is going to be like putting ideas and plans into place with someone. Okay. They may be communicating with you about future plans, ideas, concepts. The Pentacle does represent tangible things. It can represent money or finances. So it could be ideas about going into partnership or a business with someone, or getting involved in some type of business that has to do with funds, where there's money to be made as well. But this feels like it's with someone going into partnership with a friend or a lover in January. So a lot of communication in January about putting plans down and ideas and figuring things out. Now, February, you have the Knight of Swords. So there's movement here in February. So these plans in January could have something to do with February. February is all about travel. February is all about movement, taking action, aggressive communication, moving forward, going from the idea stage and the planning stage to actually having movement in February. Okay, February, the Knight of Swords can represent air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could have something to do with travel. It could be one of those people, one of those signs, traveling. Taking the initiative is what I hear. Somebody taking the initiative to actually follow through with something in February. Now, March, there's a little bit of a stalemate in March. So most of March will center around a big decision need to be made. Okay. I don't see any movement happening in March. I see it's mostly sitting and thinking about something. Okay. Thinking about a relationship, thinking about a choice, needing to go within, trusting your intuition, needing to figure out what is the next step. How do I do this? How does this happen? Kind of like searching all of looking at the numbers, looking at the data, looking at the possibilities, really trying to make a decision. And this has to do with a partnership. Okay. This could be you trying to make a decision about a partnership, or this could be someone that you're connected with. And because the Two of Cups is here in April, this feels like the first 4 months of the year is a love situation happening here, where there's planning or making plans and talking about a relationship, or talking about the situation between two people. And I see some action here. You and your person may be connecting in February. And then after that, both of you or one of you making a decision to come into union in April, to meet up. Okay, April is the Two of Cups. This is coming together, this exchanging. This is the beginning of a romantic type of a relationship. So that's coming together, meeting each other halfway, and talking about emotions and exchanging those cups of love with each other. So I feel like the first 4 months, to summarize, is whether you're with someone or meeting someone new, there's progression here in a love situation happening in the first 4 months. Okay. So now the second quarter of the year, we have May, June, July, and August. So May is showing us the Devil card, which is telling me there's some obsession, an obsessive kind of energy happening here. Now, the Devil does represent Capricorn, so some of you could be connected to a Capricorn or connecting with a Capricorn. This is a time of I feel like to tell you in May to be very weary of addictions or sexual obsessions or things like that. Now, the Wife card is here, which I was going to use to clarify this Devil card. There could be, you may be connecting with someone who has a wife or is a wife, and there's a bit of toxicity in connection to that, okay? You may be a wife, so in May, some of you may be obsessed about becoming a wife to this particular person, whomever you are possibly meeting or in being involved with, okay? A bit preoccupied with becoming this person's other half. And I feel like it almost is saying for you to be careful of that energy, because I feel like there's some kind of beginning that's happening here. And then I guess some people have a tendency, like they meet and they click, and then all of a sudden they want to just skip over the whole building process of the relationship and go straight into commitment. May is a time for you to just be a little careful if that's your situation, and also to be careful if someone you're connecting with has a wife or an ex-wife whom may be quite symbolic in May. Let me just get one more card. I don't know why they're saying to just get one more card for this. Okay, money. Yeah, it might be attached to money. There might be, if it's someone that you are connecting with who's got an ex-wife or an ex, they may use money as a way to interfere in a connection or in the relationship. If it's you, be careful that you are not trying to connect with someone or to be a spouse simply because of the money this person may have. Make sure your heart is with that person and their soul solely for who they are. And I know this message may not be for everyone, but it was very important. It felt to take this and tell you. So June is the 9 of Cups. So there's a sense June will be a very indulgent time for you. Okay. There may be a lot of drinking. There may be a lot of, I almost say a bit of laziness. So you may be just kind of taking an easy ride or taking a lot of vacations. It's a blissful time. June will feel very blissful for you. Okay. When it comes to love, there will be a sense of happiness and joy and contentment in this connection. Could have something to do with May's energy, but you'll just take it month by month, I think. Yeah, a lot of fulfillment, a wish coming true for you in June is how I feel. Now, July, you have the Hanged Man in July. That's Piscean energy. So July has you like, I'm feeling, for those of you who have summertime in July, some lazy days in July. I feel like June and July are going to be a very relaxing, peaceful time for you. A joyous time for you. You're going to also have some kind of a wake-up call in July. You're going to be seeing things from a new perspective in July. You're going to have to, because there's more stagnant energy in July, where you're going to feel in June very blissful and dreamy, and in July kind of caught up in that energy and having some kind of a wake-up call about that. Now I'm going to pull a clarifying card for the Hanged Man to see what this energy is in July and give us more. What is causing this stagnancy? It's also a waiting. Okay, feeling a waiting period. The summer is very blissful, but it has you waiting for something. Journey. Yeah, and I was feeling that way at first when I was looking at the Knight of Swords here, because there may be, for some of you, this could be a long distance relationship, and for others, this is just a connection where it's going to take a while to come into union with each other. There's a journey that you will be on in regards to this connection, okay? And you're going to have to wait before you are able to take this journey fully, okay? For some of you, you may be thinking about a change in location as well, which would require you to possibly move or go the distance of some sort. This is a new perspective, definitely, and it could be in relation to this connection. Maybe it may be communication or a decision, because it sits under the Two of Swords. So the first quarter of the year, there may be some kind of decision going into the second quarter of the year where somebody's thinking about moving or relocating or moving in together. So, yeah, and it's part of the journey, of course, but it's a big thought process, because the the Hanged Man is what I was saying, seeing things differently, having a different perspective. Okay, we also have prison. So this could have something to do with someone coming out of prison, whether that's a prison of the mind or actually being released from jail. Okay, some of you may have like a love relationship with someone who's in jail, or some of you may feel you've been in a prison for a long time, and you feel it's weird to say, because of the Journey card, it feels like if this is something to do with relocating or moving, or two people who are far away from one another, it may have felt like a prison in your mind, that there was not enough time to spend together. I see you getting out of that. I see you getting it, because, and I wish I could show you, but the Hanged Man, he's kind of trapped, like being in a prison. He's kind of like, he can't really get free. He releases himself from his prison by seeing things in a different point of view, or seeing things in a different way, a journey of the mind as well. So July has you really looking at things quite differently in this relationship or in love in general. Okay, and possibly thinking about relocating or traveling. Now, August is Temperance. Okay, so it's interesting how it sits under the Two of Cups, because Temperance, she holds those two cups. Divine timing is at work in this relationship, or will be guiding this relationship. Okay, there is an energy here of like, it's meant to be, Virgo. This connection is meant to be, but there's caveats and nuances to be able to get this to the place where you would wish or hope for it to be, both of you. And I feel like Temperance, she's behind the scenes bringing everything into balance and harmony. So it feels like it's really just in God's hands, this connection. If it's meant for you, it will be for you. And if it's not meant for you, it won't be for you. And you can't change that at all. Because even when relationships end, if you find yourselves coming back to each other still, it's because it was meant to be. And even when the relationship is going and it's never working out, it's because it wasn't meant to be. And it's very simple, I feel. So I feel like you're not going to know fully how things are going to turn out, but Spirit knows. Temperance, she's bringing everything into balance here. So let's take a look. I feel like you're definitely going to be in a place of peace and harmony after this Hanged Man. You will find your mental peace in regards to this relationship if there's any kind of trouble. So I feel like, the second quarter of the year starts off difficult, but going in through the summer, it looks very nice. I feel like you're going to feel quite happy. Okay. Constancy for Temperance. That's going to bring you a sense of peace. The person that you're connecting with will be consistent with you. They will keep showing up. They will keep being persevering with you and this relationship. And that's something that I feel like is going to make you feel secure in a relationship with this person. There's a consistency. This person will remain constant in your life. And it's something that I feel Spirit is working on in them. This person may be constant and consistent in other areas of their life, but when it comes to relationships, it might be a little difficult. There may be variables at play that's external to them or other people involved in their life that makes it difficult for them to be constant. But I feel like Temperance is doing this magic. There's chemistry here between the two of you. And I feel like Temperance is basically saying this is divine connection here between the two of you, and we'll be working on the consistency of this relationship. Now, what else? I need another card for that. Okay. Oh, a priest. My goodness. Okay, some of you, this is very holy message here. Some of you may have a thing with a priest, and the priest is leaving the priesthood. Okay, it's time. Romantic relationship with someone of the clergy. And I know that's a very small message for somebody here, but that's Sagittarius energy we have here. And what I feel like is some of you, maybe you need to go speak to a priest. For others, the priest card feels very much like working on your spiritual self. Definitely. The biggest message here for August is for you to come into union with your spiritual beliefs and your spiritual side and the things that you believe in life and all that is holy and sacred, and even this union as well, and to stay consistent in practicing your spiritual beliefs. Now, if that's Christianity, if that's you believe in Allah, if it's you're practicing the Zen life, or you're Buddha, or whatever it might be, wherever you find yourself, that's a huge healing energy for you to bring into this connection with this person, and it's very healing. Okay, it helps actually to heal this relationship. Or to bring more, to infuse it with more compassion and love and honesty and patience and things like that. So the message here, it might be for some of you, maybe having a massive change in your lives, where if you're male, you may be going into the priesthood, or if you're female, you may be, devoting your life to a religious cause or belief. Okay, it doesn't always have to be romance. Some of you are giving up your quote unquote civilian lives and going into a very holy life. Okay, so it could very well be that. So it's an interesting middle of the year for you Virgos, definitely. So let's look at the last part of the year. So we have September, October, November, and December. So September, you have the Death card. So that's Scorpio energy. Massive shift, transformation, and change happening in your life in September. Huge. Okay. Let's take a look and get a clarifying card as to what this might be. Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio where there's a major shift in that person's life. You could be connected with them. For others, whether you have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, the message here is that there is a major change, a letting go of something and beginning a new cycle. All right, let's take a look. You and this person. Okay. Oh, all right, doctor. So some of you may be involved or getting involved with a doctor or becoming a doctor, okay? For others, some of you need to go to the doctor. Your health. In September, happy birthday, Virgo. In September, you need to get to the doctor before anything major befalls you. Something could befall you in September, and you need to nip it in the bud. For others, this could be someone that you're close to, your spouse or your lover or a family member or friend. Some of you may be doctors, and you need to help a family member or friend. Or if you're not a doctor, just to keep your eye on someone close to you. It's not predicting death because the doctor card is here. This is definitely saying, go get a health checkup, or tell somebody who's close to you to go get a health checkup. But there's a major shift happening here. Let's see what else. Okay, enemy. Interesting. Enemy. Oh. There is someone in your life who is not a friend, but a foe. And there's a major issue happening with them. I don't feel like this is love related. There's a major shift or something happening with this person that you may find out about in September. Somebody that you were at odds with. It's an interesting message. Scholar. Okay. Yeah, some of you are definitely, this could be someone who's a teacher or sits in a scholarly position. You know, it's interesting. This scholar card feels very Hierophant to me. Professor, scholar, priest. You know, there's some stuff going on in August and September that involve something, the angels and priests and doctors and learning about, I just got to tell you, for some of you, there's somebody who's sick and it's an invader, like an enemy to their body. It could be you. They're saying for you to read up as much as you can in September about this. Could be some kind of like a disease or something that's, I don't like giving messages like this, so I'm just going to leave it there. For some of you, you could be meeting a doctor or involving yourself with a doctor or going to school to be a doctor. And there may be somebody who makes it very difficult for you. Okay, I just feel like this doctor person, they come across as an enemy, perhaps because they challenge you to be better, and you don't find them to be someone that you feel terribly comfortable with a lot of the time. And for some of you, you could be dating a doctor who's just extremely by the book. Okay, I don't know. That energy is coming up for you in September, and I feel like it's just really important for you to know. So October, you have the Ten of Swords. So there's a surrender happening here. Okay. There's a giving up of some sort, a surrendering and a new start that's happening. It's interesting because October, November, and December have the Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So the last 3 months of the year, I feel like there's a reducing happening here. So October feels like could possibly be some kind of a betrayal that's happening here, or a sense of like being finished. Okay. It doesn't have to be betrayal, but it could be a sense of feeling finished and surrendering and letting go of the stress and the toll that it has taken on you. August through December seems to be a little tough. So I'm just going to go by each date. So October is saying it's over. It's done. Surrender. It's finished. Everything is finished. I don't know exactly what is finished. I feel like you may find that out. I can pull a card to see what is being finished here, but yeah, it feels like you can let go now is what I just heard them. They said to tell you can let go now in October. Let's take a look. Let go of what? Oh, wedding. Okay. Somebody's getting married in October, and I feel like it's you. And they're just saying it's okay. I hear somebody say it's okay. You have my blessing now to do this. You have my blessing. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know who's telling you this, but you're getting a blessing to go ahead and marry this person. It could be coming from somebody in the 3D, or it could be coming from a spirit message. Let's get another card. Oh yeah, you've got reunion. I feel like this is this person. You're reuniting with someone definitely in 2021, and the relationship is building. There's some caveats, as I said, happening throughout the rest of the year, but you're getting married in you're getting married in October with someone from your past. And I was seeing that up here. There was some kind of reunion or getting together, conversations, a big conversation happening. I don't know if people get married in October, but I'm seeing an October wedding. Okay, that's great for October. November is the Nine of Swords. Gosh, let's take a look. That's stress and anxiety in November, specifically November 9th. Let's take a look. Let's give us a clarifying card for November for this Nine of Swords. Frivolity. Oh, yeah. Virgo, you're being asked in November to be as joyous and happy and frivolous like a butterfly as you possibly can. Either about a wedding or reuniting at a wedding. You could be reuniting with someone at a wedding, or a proposal comes. You should be very happy about this, but no, of course, you're stressing about it. You're up in your head all night, and you might be stressing about wedding plans or how to make things. This should be a frivolous, fun, joyous time for you. But you're having a hard time. You're happy during the day, and at night, your head is running 1,000 miles a minute. Let's take a look and see. Okay, got the Death card. And it has something to do with what happened in September. And this also is Scorpio energy with the Death card. So I feel like whatever is happening here in September, everything is just happening very quickly at the end of the year for you. And very, we were seeing up here emotional loss. There's some kind of loss, but then there's a huge gain coming to replace that loss at the end of the year. And I'm not predicting death here, but it certainly sounds that way, doesn't it, the way I'm doing this here? But death doesn't necessarily have to be a physical death. And I'm not going to predict death because that would make me God, and I'm not God. So death could just represent the death of what was before, the death of hopes and expectations that you had. Death also represents the ending of something that you've been investing and putting your all in, and a new beginning happening here. And that's what I see here. Like a major shift and a major change, transition into a new life at the end of the year for sure. Now, December, you have the Eight of Swords. For some of you, someone who gets out of prison or goes back into jail again. I just have to throw that out there. And this could very well be put on death row. Someone here. It doesn't mean they're going to be executed. Ugh, please forgive me for saying that in the tarot reading, but it could be that kind of situation. But that is very extreme, and I'd be surprised if anyone commented and said, "Yeah, that's exactly my situation." For some of you, that has something to do about a movie, writing a movie about death row, or doing a documentary about death row, something along those lines. And that just came to me out of nowhere, so I feel like I needed to tell you that. Could have something to do with that Page of Pentacles, where there's some kind of like ideas put into place. Some of you might be writers, authors, things like that. But let's take a look at December, why this Eight of Swords is here. There's a sense of feeling trapped by your thoughts. Okay, so you've got friend here. What else can you tell Virgos, please, about this Eight of Swords in December? Oh, I'm just hearing reach out to a friend, faithfulness. Oh, some of you, this has something to do with your pet. If you have a dog, I know this is going to sound mundane, and I don't do animal readings, but some of you, your puppy, your doggy is really missing you, or will be missing you, or is feeling kind of like you don't love them anymore. You're not paying attention to them. Your dog, for those of you who have a dog, is significant in December. For some of you, this could be the loss of a pet at the end of the year. Ugh. Sorry, I just have to throw that in there. I don't mean like it's a surprise loss. I feel if you're hearing this message now, this could be something that you are like kind of aware. Your dog might be getting up there in age, and you know that element playing out. But for others, something very significant. Your dog loves you very much, I have to say, and some of you might actually be feeling kind of depressed in December for some reason. You might just have that melancholy, like a little depression or sadness going on. And some of you, the healing will come from an animal. So it may be time for you to get an animal to help you, kind of like, what do they call those healing animals, right? That they have. Or to adopt a healing animal for a family member or a friend or someone you're close to. Let's take a look and see. I want to see what this indulgence is in June, because I did pull cards for everything. Let's take a look at this indulgence in June. Consolation. Okay. I was just curious why after this devil card, in May with this wife situation and money, why you go from that to this. Someone will console you, okay, in June. They will bring you reassurance about something that happens here in May. And I feel like it's going to make you feel, you may be having some doubts about a relationship or a connection that you're in, and obsessing about it, or obsessing if someone wants to make you their spouse. You may be worried about that, or it could be a money issue or something like that. I feel like the person is going to communicate with you that they want to be with you. That's the wish that you have, and you wish for consolation, and they will bring it to you. Please forgive me for going backwards here, but I'm going to take a look at January really quick. This page of Pentacles. What is this energy for this page of Pentacles here? The concepts, ideas. Oh yeah, thought processes, thinking, Hermit energy. So the Page of Pentacles is on. Somebody's definitely been thinking about you, and somebody does have you up on like a bit of a pedestal here. Look at how handsome. They might be middle-aged. They could be any age, right? They're very wise, this person. They think a lot, and they've been thinking about you, thinking about making plans and ideas with you. A lot of thought going into this communication that's coming in January. Let's take a look at February with the Knight of Swords. Okay, widower. Interesting. Oh, look at those names. Alamia Cara. I don't know what that means, but that might be some names of some people who are watching. And Mooley. I don't know what that means. Moogly. Could be nicknames. So if that's your name, that would definitely be a message for you. This person coming toward you may be a widower for some. For others, widower meaning their person is no longer with them anymore. And the plans they make coming towards you. Lord. I'm not exactly sure what Lord means, but this is what I'm seeing as someone who sits in a high position or authority, or they are someone who's very well respected. Okay. What is this decision in March? that Virgo or the stalemate situation. What is this decision or stalemate situation? Okay.